So as most of you know, our Zohar class is divided into 4 parts. The first part, taking care of the energy through the breathing, making connection with our friends, with our community. The second part, the study itself, the main message for the week, what we want to focus spiritually for the coming week. The third part is the part that we reflect over our own process with the wisdom that we receive, in what way we can take it home, apply it, use it for our own growth and transformation. And the fourth part, which is the meditation through the Zohar, to help us to access energy in a higher level, to bring into our weak energy from a higher dimension, higher level, to assist our process of transformation and growth. This week, the name that was given to the portion, to the section, in Aramaic, it's called Bo. Bo means come. The first verse of the portion, God talks to Moses and tells Moses, Bo el Paro, come to Pharaoh, come to Pharaoh. Remember that this portion is part of a whole section, a whole book called Exodus, that deals with the story of the Israelites being slaves in Egypt and the journey towards their redemption. The whole weeks, and not by a chance that those portions always falls in the month of Aquarius, which this month, people who were born in this month, it is all about freedom. It's all about achieving freedom. Freedom, as we learn, it is not just in the physical level. Since today, most of people in the world, they are free to do whatever they want. If you want to move to another place, you can move to another place. You are free to dress the way that you like. Nobody forcing us to do anything. Obviously, when we speak about freedom, we don't talk about the physicality of our lives. We talk about freedom in a spiritual sense. What does it mean being free in a spiritual sense? When you are free, you can choose what you really want. In our essence, our desire, our natural desire as a human being, we all want to be happy. We all want to be happy. Do you feel in the majority of your life, if you looked at this day or the last week, the last month, or the last 20, 40 years of your life, do we really look at happiness as a choice? How many of us want to be happy? How many of us want to feel inspired and motivated every day? How many of us want to feel the connection with our purpose in this life? We all want that. Do you feel that it is in your hand? Or the majority of the time, our happiness or the moment of inspiration or motivation or my connection with my purpose, it is just an effect of something that just happened. And when things don't happen, I'm not really inspired. When things don't happen in certain ways, I'm not really happy. Not being happy doesn't mean that I'm depressed, by the way. But I'm not happy. Most of the time, what we really want is dependent on something to happen. How many of you can relate to that? Even though we want to be free, to wake up every day, to be motivated and inspired and happy, regardless to what reality presents in front of us. If things work out in the way that we would wish them to work out or not, think about a level that when you are there, you are not affected by it. You are not affected by it. So your inspiration, your motivation, your happiness, the connection with your purpose is not an effect of what happened or doesn't happen in your life. This is freedom. This is the freedom that we speak about. The whole idea of leaving Egypt. Egypt in Aramaic comes from the word narrowness, smallness. Small regarding the consciousness, the mindset. What does it mean, a small mindset? A narrow consciousness. Spiritually, the bottom line would be that what I really want to feel is dependent on external things that are happening or don't happen in my life. Then I'm small. Everything is so big. Everything controls me. When I'm making myself big spiritually, I realize that how everything around me is small. So if something did not work out today in the way that you wanted, it's so small compared to all the opportunities that you have. If you didn't get what you really wished to get in the last week, it's so small compared to all the opportunities and your abilities and capabilities to get it eventually. Everything becomes small. So if somebody spoke to you and said the wrong word that usually would hurt you, you realize how small it is. You start to realize what is significant and what is not significant in your life. Think about for a moment, what do you view as significant in your life? What really affects the way you feel, the way you think? What is really significant? What are the things that's really affecting the way you feel? Think about the relationship you have in your life. What is it that you would wish that would be different in the relationship? Because when it will be different, you will be able to feel happier. This is where your slavery is. This is where your smallness is. This is where I'm still expecting the change to happen outside, and then I will get what I want. This week is about getting yourself to the size that you really are. Realizing that you are big. You just let things to make you small. What are the things that make you small? What in your mind is so important? The fact that somebody criticized you today, is it the most important thing? Now it is affecting the whole day and maybe the whole month ahead. You'll not be able to let go of what they said. It is so important, the way that people perceiving me and the way that they look at me and the way what you give importance to will become important. It will become the force that controls all your experience. When you realize how small things compare to what the universe, what the Creator gave you, the moment you realize how small it is that somebody talked to me not in a nice way, you become bigger. You are capable to come to this individual and to communicate. You are capable to come and to realize, you know what? Why did they say that? I know they are not bad people. So why did they say that? Maybe they experience pain. You know, when somebody experiences pain, all what they can give is some of their pain. So it comes in this direction. When you are big, you can feel the pain of other people. When I'm small, I feel only my own pain. When I'm big, I realize that everything that happened is there to help me to get out of my smallness. When I'm big, I know that I'm here as a force to add value to people. When I'm big, I know that I'm here as a giver. When I'm big, I'm coming from a mindset of a giver. I'm here to help and to give from my energy, and I have a lot, and you have a lot to give to everyone around you. When you're connected with this size of yourself, everything else will become small. When you are big and when you're coming from the mindset of adding value and coming from the mindset of I am the giver here, you're not afraid. You don't feel the need to protect yourself, to convince others how smart you are and how capable you are. You don't need that because this is living small. If I need to convince others about my greatness, I'm still small. If I know my size, I don't need to convince anybody. I'm here to give and to add value. This week it is to clarify for each one of us what is really important. What is really important? To realize how much we direct energy in the wrong ways. Unfortunately, in order to reverse the process and to start to direct the energy in the right way. Realize how big the energy in you and how most of the things that shaking something in you, they're actually very small. So why do we give so much significance to those things? So if there is now energy that can help you to break away from this cage, this prison, the smallness of it's bothering me because somebody did something or this didn't happen or this spoke to me in a negative way and it is so important for, if this was important for me, this will be the energy that will control me. I will not be able to be free to choose inspiration, to choose motivation, to choose to connect with my purpose. So think about it this week. There is an energy that can help each one of us to break away of our own prison, to start to realize what is really important, what is not important, and to connect ourselves with the real size of ourselves. So if there is one thing in your life that you'd wish to direct the energy into this area, to help you to break this cage, this prison, this energy that makes you feel so small, everything controls you, and you'd wish to break it, what would it be?